Hey there Facebook, it is Vanessa here again, your speaker, trainer and coach from Live, Love, Give. And today I have got a question for you guys, which is to ask you what makes the difference between fulfillment and shallowness. And I wanted to kind of dive into why the hell am I asking you guys that question, and I'm going to give you my answer to it, and I hope that it resonates with you guys and definitely adds some value and some empowerment to your lives. So what I really wanted to dive into that is kind of looking, this morning I was doing some writing, and I love when I do my writing because I get some funny insights, and I was reflecting back on what I used to think really mattered in life. In the past, I used to think that friends and fun was just like the most important thing in the world. I think we all go through sections of our life when that is it, like friends and fun, nothing else matters. That is what is most important in the world. And I used to think that, being liked was what was really mattered most, and also that I used to think that, being free to do whatever you want, whenever you want, was the key to fulfillment. And it was funny me reflecting back on that. And you might have your own sort of versions. You might be similar to me, and that's kind of what you always thought that was the center of the universe, friends and fun and being able to do whatever you want, whenever you want, and definitely just focusing on being liked, making sure that you have that likability, and that being the most important thing. And what I came to discover was that, our fulfillment actually comes from context. So, friends and fun that's devoid of, depth is completely meaningless. If we have those friends that we're out having a lot of fun with, but we don't really have any depth. And, for me personally, I spent a good chunk of my time, in my teens and into my early 20s, just going out and partying and meeting new people, and and then I when I shifted gears outside of the party scene, I didn't take many friends with me. It's just how it happened. And what I realized was, as I started transitioning out of going out and partying all the time and actually looking after my health a lot better, I would catch up with these friends, and we'd maybe go out for dinner or something, and I'd be like, whoa, we don't have anything in common. There's nothing really here. There's no depth, there's no meaning. It's kind of like we just had a lot of fun in the past. We went and did some cool stuff, and it was fun, but it had no real depth. And therefore, if you make fun and friends without depth your most important thing in life, you just have shallowness, you don't have fulfillment. And the same is true if you focus on being liked, being the most important thing. You end up trying to mold yourself to everybody else, and what happens is that you end up getting liked for who you're pretending to be and not the truth of who you are. It can be absolutely soul shattering to go on that journey of molding yourself to be likable by everybody that you come into existence of, at the expense of your truth. And I'm speaking firsthand from that as well, as you guys know. And also, doing whatever you want, whenever you want, which is what I thought the key to fulfillment was when I was younger. Ultimately, if all that doing what you want whenever you want doesn't have a meaningful purpose behind it, then, it's just kind of pointless. And it doesn't matter your actions in the external world, you don't have that depth, you don't have that fulfillment, it's all really shallow. So my answer to the question, what makes the difference between fulfillment and shallowness is context. You've got to have that meaning, you've got to have that depth, and really, shift around that context. And you could be acting in the same ways, but you have different underlying context going on that makes the real difference towards your fulfillment. And how this has kind of come up for me recently is, like you guys know, I have been running a group coaching program for the first time in this particular context that I set up. And it just ended. We just all graduated yesterday after 10 weeks of spending 6 hours a week with each other, 3 times a week catching up on video calls, doing trainings, doing coaching, doing connecting that and building that community. And I had that vision and I was so excited about it, and I'm feeling super grateful to be able to build that and bring it together. And one of the key elements for that group, it was growing, and like through trainings, through group coaching, but also having the component of like community building, where everybody was building like lifelong friendships. Like literally that is what has happened in that group, and I'm blown away by it. But what I was doing is coming up with the different options and strategies for people to move forward with, right? And one thing that everybody's going to get is that community catch up, right? That's going to stay, like if you come through my programs, you work with me, you're a part of the community indefinitely. We create lifelong depth of connection. But I was kind of going back and forth because I have different options in terms of some options I will get out to the rest of you guys, whoever was in the team, all my team guys, they already know all the options, but I'm going to get some pretty exciting and cool options out to you guys within the next couple of weeks. So you'll be all in the loop. But some of the other options were more about how do we grow together, not just connect, but it's really this piece of what I truly believe is that, having those friends and fun, it absolutely needs to be connected to growth, needs to be us growing together, reaching our limitless potentials, not just connecting and having a laugh and having fun. To me, everybody's different, but to me, I've done a lot of that in my past without that real depth and growing and reaching new heights of our potential and authenticity and really going on that amazing journey, that I don't have time for just friends and fun if it's not connected to growth and giving and just getting to the next level. That is exciting, that's juicy, that's engaging to me. And so I don't want to just build a community, I want to build a community of like minds who are absolutely reaching for the next height of their limitless potential, and they're supporting and encouraging and challenging each other to do the same. So community without growth, it doesn't really have the same ring for me. And so, if you're like me, then you'll love my community, but some people aren't, some people just want to go have fun, and that's what is really juicy for them. To me, not so much. And also, using our authenticity as our greatest filter, to get rid of the people who just like us for what we can do for them, and actually, attract the kind of people who love us for all of who we are. That is juicy for me. That's what I'm aiming to do with everything that I create. And also, to me, freedom is generated in the pursuit of a meaningful mission. A mission which you can feel like you can have a positive impact on the people closest to you. So there's so much difference that can be experienced. We move from shallowness to fulfillment when we have context. And for me, that comes from depth, that comes from meaning, that comes from us growing together and feeling as though we can make a meaningful difference in the lives of those closest to us. That's fulfillment, growing and giving in a meaningful, inspired way. And that's my context, and I hope it's yours too. And I hope, even if it's not your particular context, that today's message has inspired you to kind of think about, where in my life am I feeling like it's a bit empty, it's a bit shallow, it's a bit meaningless, and what is the context that I could start generating that would convert it all to true fulfillment and empowerment. And that's what my mission is all about. So I really hope that this has been of value to you guys, checking in with today's message. And I would absolutely love for you guys to be a part of the Limitless Potential Inner Circle Facebook community. So if you're interested in everything that I've spoken about today, definitely click on the link above and request to join. I'll approve you into that incredible community, creeping up to 5,000 incredible human beings from over 30 different countries, inspiring each other every single day to reach new heights of their potential and not just settle. So I love that. And also, if you have a current challenge that you would love to hear a new perspective on, hopefully get empowered and get towards your limitless potential, then definitely book in one of my 15-minute power sessions. I'd love to get to meet you and connect with you and see how I can best serve you. So definitely do that if that resonates. And I want to check in with you guys. So please say hi, drop me any comments, any questions, anything. I'd love to engage with you now. So let's get into it. I love it. So who have I got? I have got Beanie and Sam's here. Hello. And Tanya and Lacey and Judy and Brian and Jolene and Tavis and Alexandria. Awesome. And Sam, looking so cool. Love the outfit. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. And Aaron's here. Awesome. And John, hello. And Andy. And Brian, hello to you, my friend. And Sharat. And Alexandria. Charles and I listening. Yay. I love seeing you guys back. Always feel great when you guys are watching and tuning in and engaging. I love it. And Jessica's here and Tavis from Orlando, Florida. Awesome. And Riyadh, much love to you, my friend. And much love to you, Aaron. And Josh, hello to you. So good to see you. And Abdullah, sorry if I mispronounced your name, but I love having you here. And Reagan and Mary and Jaspia. Cool name, if I said it right. And Melissa's here and loving it. You're loving it, Josh. And Bradley's here and Zook. Do you have any experiences to change yourself at all? Absolutely. You know, I think that every single one of us is having a whole bunch of experiences that we can change ourselves from each and every day. So definitely. And Sam, love nourishing depth in connections and relationships. I know you do, my friend. I love that about you. And Jazvia is here. Hello to you. And Alok, thank you, my friend. And Zook, do I believe in God? Good question. So, for those of you who have been following me for a long time, you kind of know my history in terms of religion. But I grew up in just an atheist family, really. I mean, my best friend was a Christian, so I went to Sunday school all the time and had loads of fun, but I didn't really learn anything about God or religion or any of that stuff. And I didn't really do that until I went to high school, and I actually went to a Christian school. So that's when I kind of, you know, got like Bible classes and things like that, and went to chapel and all that sort of stuff that you have to do at a Christian school. So I had a very, like, all my family just kind of, I wouldn't call us atheists necessarily, but just not religious. You know, I didn't grow up religious. But as my time and my progression has gone on, I've been really fascinated in studying not only how people think and their different belief systems, but particularly around religious belief systems. And so at this point in my life, I do feel like I believe in some sort of higher power. I believe in the universe. I believe that there is so much at play that we have no idea of the intelligence out there. And I love that. That's so juicy and definitely. But I don't partake really in the whole religious concepts, other than I think that they can teach us some brilliant things. But I'm very open-minded, and I'm always so interested and open in terms of learning about what other people learn and what they believe and how that could benefit me and empower me. And I do not care whatsoever what people believe, so long as it empowers them. You know, whatever empowers you in terms of what you believe, I'm for. Go for it, you know, and I'll encourage that to every end. What I don't really like is, and I move away from, is when different people's belief systems hinder them, disempower them, keep them playing small, doubt themselves, judge themselves, feel shame and guilt. And so, you know, and sometimes that can come from a religious background. Sometimes it doesn't come from a religious background at all, you know. So that's kind of my hugely long-winded answer to your question there, Zook. But very open-minded, and I love learning about all types of religions and anything that I don't know that could potentially empower me. So absolutely. And you're awesome, Josh. Love having you here, my friend. And Rod's here, and Jaspia, love is God, God is love. Yes, I always say this, you know, I don't know who coined it in the beginning, but I always say love is my religion. Absolutely. You know, absolutely. Love is what I feel all religions are attempting to point toward, from at least from my limited knowledge on the variety of religions. I haven't interacted with all of them, obviously, but I like to think that religions are a structured way of leading and pointing people towards choosing love. And they all have their own unique ways to do that, and I think that we can all get a bit kind of consumed by it, and we can get into lots of different meanings that we create that can be empowering or disempowering and so forth. But at the end of the day, I completely agree with you there, Jasphere, that love is God, God is love, whatever. All religion is pointing towards love. And I think that's, in spirituality, it's pointing towards love, and I think that that's how I like to view it. It doesn't have to be systemized in terms of your religion's wrong, mine's right, you're going to hell, I'm going to heaven, whatever you guys get caught up in that. And I like to think of, love is inclusive. Love sees past those sort of limitations and those boxed in ideals, and it gives people what they really need, and it doesn't, it's not at the exclusion of anybody, so that's kind of, I like that. Love is my religion. Fo, hello to you, and thank you, Josh, and Pankaj, sorry if I'm completely butchering your name, but I love having you here, and Oscar, and Sam, you rocked it, superstar, in the coaching program. Your genius was live and inspiring. Thank you so much, Sam, and you rocked it, my friend. It's been such a pleasure getting to see you break through and get to your next levels, and I am so excited for all that is ahead for you, because I know you're coming on this massive journey with me, and I couldn't be more excited to have you on it. And Lacey, oh, good to see you, Lacey. Absolutely can relate. Love that this is resonating with you. And Emad's here, and Sam, yes, the synergy and depth in this team is so inspiring and empowering. And thank you, Sam, for being such a massive co-creator of what has blown my mind in that our team, in the community that we've created. You guys bring my fulfillment to life, absolutely, because we're all growing, giving, contributing to one another and reaching for our new heights. So I couldn't be more proud of you guys. Blow my mind. And Submit, hello to you. And Simon from Mexico, thanks for sharing. You're so welcome, and thanks for being here. And Sep's here, and Zena, and Riyadh's here, and Josh, juicy, love it. Yeah, everybody, whenever I say that word, they're like, what are you talking about? But I can't help it. It's juicy. I like it. And CH, hello to you. And Sam, yes, growth, authenticity, and creativity is our mantra in this amazing group. I salute and honor everyone. I know you do, Sam, and it's so beautiful of you. And absolutely, I'm being blown away with how openly, courageously vulnerable and authentic we've all been. Because if you don't have authenticity, you can't get anywhere, unless you've got to have that kind of ground formation formed as to your self-awareness, your ability to be authentic, to shine light on your fears, and to be able to just acknowledge where you are so that you can get to somewhere you want to be. It's that kind of the whole analogy of the map. If you don't know where you are, you can't really pinpoint and be honest about where you are on the map. It doesn't matter if you clarify where you want to get to. How are you going to get to where you want to get to if you don't know where you are? So you've got to have those two elements at play and fueling yourself with that authenticity, that inspiration, as I know you know, Sam. So I love that. And your Baze is here. And Vanessa, yay, love seeing you. And Purple Heart, my favorite color. And Zena, I sent you a message. I hope you can check it out. I think you'll love it. Thank you for letting me know, Zena. You guys who send me messages, if you send them on Messenger, I really appreciate when you let me know that you've done that, because I oftentimes avoid everything in Messenger because I have so many messages in there and I can get kind of a bit bombarded in there. So, they just kind of go to the bottom and it gets lost. So if you really want to make sure that I read your messages, do exactly what you've just done there, Zena. Let me know so I can go and filter it through and find your name in there. Or send me an email at vanessa@vanessajanepatrick.com. Pretty simple. Or on my business page, Vanessa Jane Patrick, Live, Love, Give. I will get it there. So thanks so much, Zena, for letting me know. And Jeremy, love having you here. And Robin and Sabri and Josh, always love it. You're authentic, real, and full of knowledge. What's not to love? I really appreciate your kind words so much, Josh. Thank you so much, my friend. Touch of my heart with that. And God is amazing. Love that you are on that path, my friend. Good work for you. You love God. All right, good work. I love it. I love. And Sam, gratitude, love, and appreciation of everyone in this group is so nourishing, inspiring, and empowering. Absolutely. So lovely of you to say. And Garrett's here. And Josh, it only makes sense that Jesus died on the cross and he is the Son of God, but believe as you'd like, whatever floats your boat. Yeah, I agree with what you said, in terms of believe whatever you like and whatever floats your boat. I don't think that we should feel as though our way is the only way. I think there's many pathways towards what we're all guiding towards, which is love, which is our higher selves, which is connection, which is depth, which is meaning, which is fulfillment. And we all have our different pathways of getting there. And what separates us is judgment, and thinking that we know it, and we've got the answers and they're wrong. And I just can't stand that. But, and that's why I love if you're on your path and that belief just totally empowers you in your life, brings out your higher self, I'm all for it and I'll support you till the end with it. So I love that, Josh. And Laura's here. Hello. And Josh, God created man and woman. God created life and love. Boom. Love it. And Riyadh is a Muslim. I love it. We've got some variety going on in the group today. And Eddie's here, and Alex, and Josh. Love is My Religion by Ziggy Marley is a great song. Oh, is that where it comes from? That's so cool. Thanks for letting me know. I'll have to check that song out. I'm sure I'll love it. And Marco, yay, love having you in the house. And Jordana and Shelley. And hello, Shelley. And Ram's here. Nice to see you, my friend. And hello, dear one. I love it, Shelley. And Josh, busy woman you are. Love it. I'm so busy. And you know what? This next month, the month of June, is going to be my busiest ever month in my entire life because I've got multiple things launching for you guys and I'm super excited. I don't know how I'm going to pull it all together, but I know I will. And that's how I know I'll actually make it happen, is that belief. So yes, Josh, I'm always busy and I love it. So thank you. And Jimmy's here, and absolutely, Josh, we shouldn't judge others. Absolutely. Let people be on their own path. Whatever fulfills them and is empowering to them, why do we want to change that? Absolutely. And absolutely, Shelley, love all the way. And Lionel. Is it Lionel? Sorry, I'm probably completely butchering your name like I oftentimes do. And Riyadh, Algeria you're from. Beautiful, amazing. Can't say I've ever been there, but I'm always up for travel. So guys, that really is my message for each and every one of you guys. Josh, we should never judge another person until we walk a mile in their shoes. Absolutely. That is so good. Be open-minded, and, I always say I'll try anything once, and I don't want to have a judgmental opinion about anything I haven't experienced. And even if you have experienced something, you've still got your own subjective experience, you can't know what goes on in another person's world, and just because something works for you doesn't mean it works for them, and if something doesn't work for you doesn't mean it doesn't work for them. So we have to just let people do what they want to do, and absolutely. And Joseph is here, and Billy and Simon. God is action. Awesome. I love all the perspectives here. Thanks so much, guys, for sharing all of your amazing perspectives with me today. I love we went in the realm of religion because it's something that really interests me. And Riyadh, I'm loving that you're loving my page, my friend. Thank you so much for letting me know. And Jeremy, got a big smile, my friend. I love it. So guys, that really is my message. So I'm hoping that you answered the question in your own way in terms of what makes the difference between fulfillment and shallowness. For me, it's all about context. You've got to have context. It doesn't matter about having friends and fun if you don't have depth and real meaning. It doesn't matter about having that freedom to do whatever you want to do if you don't have a really purposeful, inspired reason to do that. And it definitely doesn't matter about being liked if you're not loved for the truth of who you are, instead of just being that liked for, for who you're pretending to be, which only serves to reassure yourself that you can't be loved for the truth of who you are. So you don't want to send yourself that message all about context, create fulfillment in your life. I'm really hoping this message has served you. And as always, guys, I'm sending you all of my love, light, blessings, gratitude, energy, enthusiasm, everything extraordinary coming to you, to wherever you are in the world today. I hope it's beautiful, amazing, and extraordinary, and I really hope that today's message has served you and it's got you on a new empowered path of thinking about how you can be bringing more fulfillment to your life and moving away from shallowness. And love it, Josh. Thank you so much for being here. And to all of you guys who joined me live, so much love and appreciation to each and every one of you guys. And thanks for the engagement and just having the conversation. Much love to you all, and I cannot wait to see you all tomorrow.